What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you all are starting your day off or your night off happy and good to go. Hopefully you are. If you're not, I wish you the best in the efforts of making that happen. Either you're starting your day at work today or you're getting ready for bed before watching this video, or after watching this video, who knows. But nonetheless, hope it's a good one regardless. Little update on YouTube in general. I'm starting to think YouTube hates me, guys. I really, truly am. And the reason being for this is because a lot of you guys out there ain't getting your notifications for my videos. And I've had a lot of comments and a lot of emails and a lot of communication from fans stating that they haven't gotten notifications for months and months and months now. So if you haven't hit that notification bell, do me a favor, go do that now. And then after the video, if you enjoyed it and you want to see more really awesome content, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and give this video a like as well if you enjoyed it too. So that would really help me out graciously. Really help me out a lot. I also have opened back up a P.O. box, and I'll put that information down in the description, but it's P.O. Box 562, Ephrata, Pennsylvania 17522. So if you guys have any cool stuff that you want to send out to me, maybe I'll start doing mail time again and start, you know, giving shout outs to fans and stuff. I used to do that back in the day. It was actually a pretty cool thing. I actually got some really neat stuff. I'll show you something right here real quick. But one of the things I got was this really awesome Honda patch, which I ended up hanging on the wall. Plus somebody actually made me a little Lego Leroy Jr. Cart kind of thing out of Legos, which is pretty cool. And I've gotten all kinds of other little neat stuff, Marine Corps memorabilia, stuff like that. So if you guys would like to send me anything, you're more than welcome to. And the P.O. box, like I said, will be down in the description. You can go check it out there. So this video, obviously, as you guys know, is going to be about the infamous 4L60E transmission. And as you guys can see, this is a electronic version 4L60E. The non-electronic versions were 700R4s. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to tear this thing down, see what's wrong with it, because there is something wrong with it. We don't know what's wrong with it yet, but we're going to find out. And months and months ago, years ago actually, I actually did a video of a teardown of 4L60E. And this one's going to be a little bit more in-depth. I'm going to show some parts, you know, whatever we find that are broken. This is a stock transmission. So basically I'm going to show what burned up, if it's the band, if it's a 3/4 clutch pack, whatever it may be. The very first thing is I need some place to build this transmission. And the nice thing is I have my transmission stand ready to go, but unfortunately my table is a wreck. And I'm not really sure, I gotta have room to work. And putting all these parts on this table is not going to work because I have all this freaking junk here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean it up. And we have a clean table, guys. Look at that. Now we can actually do some work. I got the tranny on the hook. I call this my hook. So the tranny's on there right now. We're draining all the fluid out. As you can see, the fluid is junk in this thing. This was empty. But yeah, we're gonna end up tearing this thing apart very quickly. I'm probably gonna put my head mount on and we're gonna do a very quick tear down. We're gonna show you everything on the bench. It should be pretty interesting. All right, guys. First things first, we're gonna get this pan off of here. We got 13mm bolts. Oh my God, it's getting stuck. They're getting stuck in there. Come here. There we go. Almost got stuck. They're all gonna get stuck, it looks like. Dun, 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 dun. So apologize if you get dizzy, but I am moving around a lot, like a first-person view of how to take this thing apart. Quickly, by the way. Sometimes you need to get a screwdriver in here. Spread it apart. That's what she said. And then, boom, there's our pan, guys. Look at the beautiful mess in there. Look at that. It's crazy. So we'll put that right there. Tons of metal. Tons of metal. Look at that. Tons of metal. This is a deep pan. So we'll go ahead and take, man, there's even metal in there. We'll take that off. God, this thing's disgusting. Disgusting. Take this 13 out here. Now in this case, guys, everything can go back in the pan. That way we all know where everything is located. Disconnect our wiring harness here as well, because we won't be needing that on there anymore. And then we'll go ahead and take the valve body out as well. So, should be pretty interesting. This is your manifold pressure switch here. And I do need a 10 millimeter now too. I forgot about that. So, and I need my, I can probably use this here. Go in here and get this little clip out of here with a screwdriver or a pick. Either one works. That little clip right there, that can go in the pan. Then we take this solenoid out there. And we have our 10 millimeter. Take this out here like so. Bolts in the pan. Remember, always put the bolts in the pan. That way you don't lose the bolts, basically. And then this wiring harness here can just be put over just like that and out of the way. We got our servo that comes out. Now sometimes there's a spring under here. Sometimes there isn't. This one does not have a spring, but it does have a plastic, as you can see, the plastic servo. Then all these 10s need to come out. That's a pretty simple task. Let's go in here. Usually what I do is I keep them in the valve body. If you don't know what you're doing, there's a couple 8s. If you don't know what you're doing, keep them in the valve body and just lay the valve body down. And then we have some 8 millimeters here as well. Or 5/16, honestly, guys. Take them out. Luckily, I know where all these go, so it doesn't bother me to put them in the pan. Put it all in the pan. Best place for them, all in the pan, guys. Now, when we do the reinstall or the reassembly of this transmission, you'll I'll show you where some of these bolts go. There is long and short ones as well, so you got to keep that in mind. Pan bolts, guess what? You can go in the pan. Everything goes in the pan. There's valve body. Take that out like so. There is going to be check balls in this valve body, so be careful and make sure you know where those check balls go. If you're smart, you can kind of see like one goes here, one goes there, one goes there, one goes there, and one goes there, and one goes there. So now there is one underneath this plate, which we need the 8 millimeter for again, or the 5/16. I'm sorry. Someone's gonna yell at me. I'm gonna be like, that's not 8 millimeter, Andy. A 4L60E runs off of a 5/16. I can go in there like that, and then we pull this up. And then you can see the check balls sitting here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is 7 check balls. They can go in there. And we're going to show you where the 7th one is right now. Let this drain a little bit. There's another check ball. That one just moved out of the way. That's all. We'll get that later. At least I know where it went. Spring. And then there's a servo in here. And I usually will, what I'll do is I'll take this servo out. It's kind of a pain in the butt to get out, but there we go. Oh, look at that. That's actually an aluminum piston there. That's good. The other piston was plastic. We usually upgrade them to aluminum. So here's the other check ball. It goes right in there. Put that in there. That way we don't lose it. And that's it for the valve body area. So what we'll do is we'll take this and we'll move it back here like so. That way it's not in the way. And then we're going to go ahead and move this up like this so it can drain all the junky fluid out. We don't want that fluid in there for anything. That's yucky. And the next thing is we're going to take this pump out. The first thing you do is this seal retainer needs to come out first. Right there. And like I said, you can continue to put stuff in the pan. That way you don't mess it up or lose it or anything of that nature. And then the pump bolts come out. I'm going to show you a little trick to get this pump out. Hopefully it's not in there too tight. and we can get it out of there pretty easy. So obviously, like I said, since I've built these before, guess where these bolts go? Yeah, you got it. In the pan, guys. In the pan. All right. So we have our valve body off, and we have a nice little pry bar here. And what we're going to do is they actually make a tool that bolts onto here that lifts this up off of here. But I don't have that tool because I don't need that tool, because I got this tool here instead. So you just come in here and pop it up with your pry bar. Sometimes you got to put it back down again, but you got to give it some loving. It'll come off. Trust me, guys. It will come off of there. There we go. Now she's coming. Bingo. And then there comes the pump. Oh, the pump's leaking. So this is what a 4L60 pump looks like right there. We're not going to take it apart right now, but we will take it apart and clean everything up just because of how dirty the transmission is. Plastic washer. That goes on top like so. Try to keep things in order. This is the best way to do it. So basically, we'll put the pump there. We'll put everything in order. The next thing you have to do is you have to take out this servo right here. And the servo comes out pretty easy. There's a snap ring in there. This is actually your second and fourth servo. It's being a pain in the butt. There she goes. So there's your snap ring. That goes in there. So we can put that in the pan, guys. And then we have to get this servo out, which is always fun to do, especially with this one. This one's probably going to be a little bit of a mofo to get out, but I'm going to show you another way to get these out. So basically, I can get these out without pulling this O-ring off, but you see this O-ring right here? We're going to do it this way. That way you guys can see it. But this O-ring right here, there's a blue O-ring. Come on, blue O-ring. So you take that O-ring and you break it. You get a replacement one, don't worry about it. And then when you break it, and there's the rest of it right there in the spring. And that just goes right in there like so. And then obviously, that can go in the pan too. Now that that's all done, you can see how dirty everything is in here. Hopefully you can see that. Get the flashlight here. Hopefully you can see how dirty. It's really disgusting in this transmission. This transmission is very disgusting looking. So the next thing we got to do is we got to take out this band, this anchor band, or band anchor right there. We're going to pop that out. That's going to allow us to get the actual band out, which I'll show you what that looks like here. Basically, you just need a screwdriver, and you can just stick it in there like so. There we go. There we go. And it will come out. I guarantee it, guys. There's the band anchor. So that's out. Now the fun part comes. We'll move all this stuff over because we're going to need this area right here. So now that band anchor is out, the band is loose, and we can take this entire assembly out just like so. So what we'll do real quick here is we'll take this off, and we're going to inspect the clutches here. So stick a screwdriver in there like that. Come on, screwdriver. What I usually do is I'll stick everything upside down. So that way I can check everything out. So you can see they're burnt. You can see the burning right there. So that's going to need all replaced. The piston in here, there's a piston under here. That gets replaced. And there's seals, that gets replaced as well. So we're just going to put that in there because we know that is completely burnt up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to utilize, I have a little hole here that I made. Utilize that. And this here is your 3/4 clutch pack, which is very notorious for braking. Here we go. We're just going to take, yeah, somebody was definitely in this tranny before, but you can see 3/4s are burnt to hell. They're done. They're actually starting to cone a little bit. And then you have two more sets of clutches under here. We're not going to take them out, but you also have your, well, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it, guys. What do you say? What do you say, guys? You know, you come here to see a 4L60 torn apart. I guess why chintz on it a little bit? You know what I mean? Let's show you a 4L60. So remember, like I said, stack everything upside down, guys, because then it's just going to make everything a whole lot easier to remember where it goes when you go to put it back together again. Now, when you turn this upside down, you do have a washer and a bearing under there. Make sure you put that on the way it's supposed, or put it back together the way it's supposed to be. So what I'll do is I'll turn it upside down because this is sitting on the pump, and I'll put that right there. All right, there's that. Put that back in there. And as you guys can see, this here is the inside of the drum. It's really dirty, but there's pistons and seals in there. We're not going to take them out, but we'll do that during the assembly process, and you can see all that. But we have our clutches here. These look good, these back clutches. This is your sprag assembly. We upgrade them. And then we look at these, and they're burnt up too. Look how burnt up they are. They are destroyed, guys, destroyed. So, put that all like that. Put that all like that. Put that on top like that. That way, we don't get anything mixed up because it's all upside down again. You know what I'm saying, guys? You got to make sure you put things back where they belong. This here, we can just put up against the wall because, stay. That's a good drum. So we know where that goes. So, try to keep everything in order, guys, because that's really going to help. I can't stress that enough. Really going to help. Now we can take our band out, and this is our 2.4 band. You can see it's 100% completely destroyed. It is done. It's donezo. All right, guys, one of the big things you got to do is this rear planetary is held in by a snap ring, and it is a motherfucker to get out, as you guys can not see because I did it already. But you know where this goes, right? Yeah, there. That's where it goes. Yep. And then you can take your rear planetaries out. Rear planetary, done. Get that out, like so. Sun gear, sun shell, that's out. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the sun gear here, guys. I messed up. Naming things wrong. That snap ring was kicking my ass. Then the next thing here is your rear sprag, and that snap ring needs to come out in there. So that's pretty simple. Get in there with a screwdriver. There we go, guys. We got it now. We got it now. Yeah, support. Ah. Snap rings out. Yeah. We're going to actually be using this shaft again because we need to punch this sprag out. So go under here. And I heard a pop. Put that back up in there.
You don't got like busts on
it? No, it's all metal. Sprag, rear sprag's out, and then we have our rear clutch packs. They're all toasted as well. They're done. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys, the 4L60 is all torn down. As you guys can see, it is a mess. Clutches are all burnt up. All kinds of dirt, debris, and junk in this thing. This thing is going to need one hell of a bath. Luckily, I have a, we have some old Marine Corps pictures there. Luckily, I have a nice little wash tank I can use to clean all this stuff up, get new clutches, new steels. Gonna get a new band, a wide band for it. Probably gonna upgrade to a beast shell. And for the more high performance builds that we do here, we do upgrade a lot more stuff, including shift kits. And then we also do the Sonic Smart Shell instead of the beast. Just higher horsepower stuff relates a little bit better to that Sonic Smart Shell. If you guys don't know anything about the Sonic Smart Shell, look it up. It's pretty cool stuff the way they designed it. But we're also going to clean up this transmission as well. It's going to look brand new. We're not going to paint it or anything, but it does need a lot of cleaning. A lot of that dirt and stuff needs to get off of here, and then it's going to get all put back together. So we're going to go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, do me a big favor, just like in the beginning of the video. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram is Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook is also Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces, guys.